Hello, Matt Evans here, and if you'd like to learn some of the choreographies I use, or steps I use in my choreography to help you when you do attend my classes, or if you just fancy learning some cool dance steps, then here we go. We're going to start with what we call a sailor step. So we're going to cross one leg behind, step on it, and then the other legs go out, out. So we go cross behind, out, out, cross behind, out, out. Now the really important thing that I do, which is quite subtle to see, is that I transfer my weight leg to leg. So normally when we step, we put our weight on it, but this time my legs are already stepped, so I'm just going to transfer. And good dancers are very good at just subtly working that weight transfer. And once you get used to thinking about which leg your weight is on, that will help you know which leg to move next. If I'm weighted on my right leg, I can't then step on my right leg. So the only free leg is then my left leg to cross behind. If I'm weighted on my left leg, I then use my right leg to cross behind. Try this with me again. So right leg free, we cross behind, out, out, and the weight slightly to the last leg I stepped on, the right. Then I cross behind, out, out. So it's slightly to my left. Cross and out, cross and out. Cross and weight, cross, put your weight to the side. And that will just help you alternate legs, and it makes you a bit more ready, a bit more aware of which leg is moving next. If you're doing it well, then the rhythm you do the sailor step in is the same as when you say the words sailor step. So as you say the word sailor, sailor step. So it's slow, quick, quick. Sailor step, sailor step. Now I find it much easier, especially if you're doing this in fast music, to really get low into the knees. And then think about shifting my weight side to side as I go. So I go to the right, to the left, to the right, to the left. Then we like to add things. So in this, some dances I like to add kick, kick, and then I'll say the step with a cross behind, and then we do kick, kick, and say the step, kick, kick. Try this with me. And we're going to speed up. Kick, kick, say the step, and kick, kick, say the step. And really point the toes, flip the leg, but don't forget to quickly retract the heel back. Okay, another option is we're going to stamp, we're going to hop, and then two sailor steps. So we go left first, sailor step, sailor step, stamp and hop, stamp, hop, sailor step, sailor step. Stamp, hop, sailor step, stamp, hop. Let's do four more together. Right leg for stamp and hop. Two sailor steps, left and hop. Last times, onto the left. Okay. In one of those tracks where we do the stamp hop, I like to do another move where I sweep the leg and step behind. Just a quick note, if you've got lots of space, doesn't matter so much, you can sweep and then step on it with a nice wide stance. Sweep and then transfer that weight back. But if you are short of space, think about sweeping and bringing that leg back behind the other leg, and then you can keep going for longer because you're not travelling as quickly backwards. Okay? Starting with that right leg, so all the weight's on the left. You point the toe into the floor. And as I sweep, the laces are pointing diagonal upwards, slightly forward. So the big toe is pushing down on the corner of the big toe into the floor. And that just helps me stabilise, so I keep my balance before I step and change. If you become very good at this, you will do a nice smooth transition, which means you go from one leg, stepping and changing to the other. So as I step, the other leg springs forward. As I step, the other one springs forward. So nice and smooth. And if it feels very small, then it might be that you're not bending your knees enough and you're very high, very upright. So think about bending into the knee, that's on the supporting leg, and then you'll find you go much lower into that movement, and then it looks very nice. If you want to add some arms, you can do absolutely whatever you want. I like to allow my to flow like a tap dancer. Just side to side with sprayed fingers, completely up to you how you do it. Let's try that move together. So we're going to start with the weight on the left, the right leg sweep. So we go 6, 7, and sweep. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. We're going to walk forward with the heel first, right leg stays in front, so we go heel, together, 2, 3, changing leg, and 5, and 6, and 7, and 8. It's quite straightforward, it's stepping in together, but without putting the front toes down. Sometimes they give it a bit more pizzazz just by crossing the leg over, so it goes over and out, so it gives a diagonal swirl effect and a completely new dynamic there. Then we're going to learn one more move nice and quickly. We're going to do a run, run, step or change. So we go run, 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 and then a back front step, back front, and then again, run, 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 back front. A run, 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 back front. And that back front is called a ball change. It's twice as fast as the running step. So let's say 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. So on that last step, my weight is mostly in the middle. On the first 3 steps, I'm taking my weight onto the front leg. 2, 3, and it's more in the middle now, so I can transfer my weight without my body rocking back and forwards, because this is not time. So try that with me, a circle to the right, followed by a circle to the left, and we'll change the length as we go. So we go right, 2, 3, back front, and round to the back. Back front, 1, 2, 3, back front, and round to the left this time. Back front, 1, 2, 3, back front. And it looks nice and feels better if you're doing it all off the heels, on the balls of the feet. So there's 3 moves for you there that work very nicely to our swing tracks. So we're wearing our top hat and tails or our frilly dresses. And then second, we've got a very different style of movement. So I do another track where we're getting all poppy, a bit funky, and here's what we're doing. We're going to slide one way, we're going to slide the other way. So we step and drag the second leg. If you can get a bigger slide, if you want a bigger slide, then push off the supporting leg to then drag the other. Okay, and then we're doing 3 taps forward. So we go 1 slide, 2 slides. This leg doesn't step down yet because it taps. 1, 2, 3. On 3, I'm just going to transfer my weight forwards. Sorry, on the 4, should I say? 1, 2, 3, transfer forwards. But to make it a bit more exciting, I'm going to use those hips to circle round, so I transfer onto that front leg. Then we go again in the opposite direction. 2 slides, 3 taps. We go tap, 2, 3, and circle. Okay. So we go to the right, to the left. 3 taps. 1, 2, hips around, slide, slide. 3, 2, 1, and hips. All right. On that same song, we later go triple step, and we wind the hips into a hula hoop. So imagine you've got a big hula hoop going around, we're circling the hips, but we're just going to start with 2 wind-ups. So we go round the front, to the right, round the front to the left, and then set them loose. So we go round in a big circle. So wind me up one way, wind me up the other way, and then they want to just keep going in the same direction. But first there's 2 triple steps. So go to the right with a triple step, then left, wind to the right, to the left, and set them loose. And then we triple step to the left this time, and then wind twice, wind, wind, and let them loose. Lastly, we're going to reach up on our right hand. And the main thing really is our back movement. We're thinking about arching the back, and then as we bend our knees, we crunch. And it's got this bit of a contemporary feel to it. And if you breathe in as you push the stomach forward, and then you breathe out as you collapse, it really helps the flow of energy and makes you feel more like you just want to collapse in that moment. Raising the arm first, so the right arm with the breath in, arching the back, and then we hunch as we collapse. Then the other arm. And then we're going to take the arm just in front of us, around chest height, maybe a tiny bit high. And we're just going to pump it to the outside. Okay, at the same time, we're going to take our body high, keeping the high arm, then take our body low. So we're going over and under and over and under. Now to keep this arm in the same place in the room, when we go down with our body, we have to try and lift the arm at the same speed to keep it at the same height. So we're moving it to keep it looking like it's still. So as our body naturally goes down, it would go down with us. We move the arm up as we go down, and it should give this illusion that the arm's not moving, that it's detached from us. So as we're pumping, we go high, then low, high, then low. Then we do our expand collapse on the other side, left and right. Then with the left arm, high, and we go low, high and low. Right side, high and low. And if you want to add something more fun, depending on the slipperiness of the floor, high, low, high, low. You can move those knees and do something funky there. All right. I think there might be one more step I wanted to teach you within this framework. We're just going to walk to the right and to the left. And think about pushing the ball of the foot down and then sinking into the heel as you squash something into the floor like a marshmallow. So you're just marching one side and then squash. So it's a gradual step and a gradual weight transfer from one leg to the next. As we transfer, the hips lead the way. So we can straighten the leg, and that encourages, the only way to transfer with a straight leg is to move the hip next, unless you want to be very heavy and go from the shoulders. So we're going to move the hip over the foot with a straight leg as we're dropping the heel, and then raising the other arm in front. I'll do it your way now, so you've seen the way the legs move. And while the hips are already working, I'm going to move the chest forward, so I'm bowing down, and then going a bit faster. Adding a bit of sass with those hips. Excellent, well done. Give those a practice. Moves never feel comfortable until you get used to them, and you've drilled them over a few times. So have fun practicing, and pretty soon it should be all in muscle memory, and you can have fun with it. It's your favourite dance songs. Enjoy.